Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Beaver people have been known to build dams larger than many man-made projects, with the longest dam wall ever built by beaver people being over 850 meters long. Please continue watching to find out more about how beaver people are nature's master builders.
We are not surprised that you are making war. Such a brutal head type like yours couldn't care less who dies and how.
Wishing you a splendid day, cheerful viewers. This is how we North American beaver people sometimes greet each other. My name is Betty, and I am a vegan beaver lady from free and prosperous Canada. The humans and animal people of Canada celebrate the great things that people do to make this world a better place. We beaver folk also do this and hope that you too cherish the lengths that people go to uplift our world. Welcome to our program, Beaver People, the Eco-Engineers. I'm so excited to tell you about the work that we beaver people carry out. In simple terms, we build wonderful homes for our families and enjoy a humble family way of life. We remain committed to our spouse all of our lives. Our children live with us until they are about 2 years old. They stay close to us to learn and help to take care of their younger siblings. And when our precious children are older, they go out to discover the world and create homes of their own. Like all loving parents, we do keep our children with us for longer if need be. This sometimes happens if we have a dense population surrounding us or if the area isn't as abundant with food as we would like it to be. We wouldn't want to send them into the world and worry about them. Best to keep them close if we are concerned. Speaking of food, we are herbivores. Humans tend to think that we eat fish people, but that's certainly not the case. Ew, what a repellent idea. We view ourselves as simple family folk. So you can imagine our surprise when human beings started to study us and began to call us eco-engineers and a keystone species. They went on to say that we help to combat global warming. I must say that we were chuffed to be recognized and appreciated, especially because we really want to keep our beautiful Earth healthy and vibrant for future generations. We are certainly eager beaver people when it comes to conservation. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all of the dedicated human beings who have been studying us and helping us to return to areas where our ancestors once lived. We feel that this has helped humans to see the value that we bring, and we really cherish this. I like to tell you about how we build homes, and then explain how our work helps the environment. Essentially, what we do is build dams. Many people think that the dams are our homes. We don't live in the dams, but we do surround our homes or lodges with dams, and we prefer to travel by swimming in water as this is safer for us than traveling on land. This is somewhat similar to how humans once built moats to protect their castles. We have special secret underwater entrances where we can enter and exit our homes. And this keeps most other animal people out, except maybe for the occasional muskrat people who also lodge with us at times. Sometimes we build very large dams. The biggest beaver people dam known to humans was found in Alberta, Canada. Guess how big it was? A whopping 850 meters long that took over 20 years to build. Dams built by our people in Canada are often about 500 meters long. We have been known to build dams that are 5 to 10 stories high with different levels used for different purposes, such as a nursery for our babies to practice swimming. And we do all this very specialized and active work while following a healthy vegan diet. Our eating habits also conserve the environment. We remove branches and trees to eat and also to build our dams while leaving the roots of the trees healthy to allow them to hold soil and regrow with dense foliage. Removing the trunk helps the regrowth to spring up around the base of the tree, especially for willow trees. The dams that we build slow down the water currents, and this has many benefits. As the water slows, organic materials settle in the water, and the ponds that are created then provide nutrition for other co-inhabitants, such as the lovely fish people, wonderful bird people, and any other thirsty animal people. There are a large number of fish people of varied species in our ponds. The fish people flourish partly because there is ample food for them, such as an abundance of plankton.
Many of the things vegetarians say are quite true. For instance, we believe that much disease, and especially the great predisposition to disease, which is becoming so marked a feature in our time, is very largely due to the eating of meat, and especially of tinned meats. Madam H.P. Blavatsky, vegetarian.
Sweet viewers, I sure have enjoyed telling you about our wonderful homes. I am going to pause now to snack on some delicious tree stems. I'll be right back very shortly as I am eager to tell you about some exciting new developments in the world of beaver people. Hello again, viewers. It's Betty here. Welcome back to today's show, Beaver People, the Eco-Engineers. As previously mentioned, I've got some exciting news to share with you. We Beaver People have been increasingly researched in recent years, with humans admiring us for our positive effects on the environment. A good place to start is with my cousins, the Eurasian beaver people. The Eurasian beaver people lived in the United Kingdom up until the 16th century. For 400 years, there were no beaver people to be found in this area of the world. But about 10 years ago, my beaver cousins were introduced to this area again, more accurately, in Devon, on the River Otter. Researchers have been watching them with much interest. What they've noticed is that the beaver people's dams have raised water levels and formed wetlands. This has led to many positive environmental effects, such as creating a home where many plants and animal people thrive. The dams even help store carbon and thus reduce greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The success of these beaver people caught the attention of Natural England, the government's advisory for the natural environment in England. They work to protect and restore the natural environment. Chair of Natural England, Dr. Tony Juniper, has said, "Beavers are not only fascinating creatures in their own right, but are also ecosystem engineers that will play a key role in restoring and linking habitats, in the process of bringing many environmental benefits, like we have seen in the highly successful river otter trial in Devon, hugely positive transformations, including the creation of wetland habitat, improving water quality, and smoothing flood peaks." Another eco project in the United Kingdom found similar results. In 2019, 2 beaver persons from Scotland were introduced to an area in Crupton Forest of North Yorkshire, England. They were introduced in the hopes that they would have good effects on the environment. The project was named Slowing the Flow. When these noble beaver persons built their dam and fashioned canals into the landscape, the researchers noted a record high number of amphibian people in the waters. The beaver people also ate many of the tree branches that were hanging over the water. As more light entered the edges of the water bank, more vegetation grew, including foxgloves and other plants. One major outcome is that the beaver people slowed the flow of the water. So when there is heavy rain, for example, the water flows through the land slowly instead of rushing down the river. This can be particularly helpful in preventing flooding, which happens when the water enters the land too quickly for the land to absorb. And guess what? In the state of California, USA, my beaver cousins have also received praise for helping with fire prevention. In 2014, humans introduced beaver people to Placer County when the Doty Ravine project began. The site was a dried-out floodplain, and ecologists forecast that it would cost $1 to $2 million to restore the site. So, they decided to bring in the beaver people to help. They projected that it would take 10 years for streams of water to cover the land again, but it only took 3 years for the beaver people to achieve this. Instead of spending $1 to $2 million, only $58,000 was spent to ready the land for the beaver people, who did all the work very efficiently. Considering all this, it becomes easy to understand why researchers have found that wildfires don't burn as intensely in areas where our beaver people's homes are located. Researchers have found that fires burn on average 3 times less in areas where our dams are situated. We do care about our beautiful Earth, and we are grateful that we are able to contribute in helping to keep the Earth healthy. Recently, a film has been released featuring our important environmental work. The film is called The Beaver Believers, and it covers all aspects of why we beaver folk are an asset to any natural habitat, especially one that has water scarcity issues. The film is an award-winning feature documentary that encourages us to embrace a new paradigm for managing our western lands, one that seeks to partner with the natural world rather than overpower it. We beaver people are so excited to be working with humans to protect the environment and thank everyone involved for all their efforts to reintroduce us to lands where we can transform the terrain into an oasis for more plants, trees, and animal people.
No to vegan, though you know it's the right way to live, 'cause you are a worthless nothing.
Wise viewers, I am overjoyed at having your company for today's show. Coming up next is The Two Little Devils, Part 10 of 12 on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May your heart shine brightly with your love of nature as you enact every peaceful deed in line with the wishes of our precious Mother Earth.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AW.
저희 방송은 다양한 언어를 제공합니다. 다음을 참고하세요. suprememastertv.com/schedule 그리고 suprememastertv.com/AW